Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Might as well sick. I'm alright. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. No problem. Okay, so all right. If you can just see me looking like left to right, I got like three different monitors going, so don't mind me. But I'm about to get ready to get started. So pretty much I'll be pretty much going over the tax partner mentorship opportunity tonight. During this webinar, I basically going over the program details, explaining how the opportunity works, and I answer any questions that you have. How does that sound? Does that sound good? Perfect. Okay, cool. Let me full screen this. Okay. All right, so before we jump into the program details, I'm gonna kind of just give you a quick background about myself so you kind of know who you're dealing with and who you're talking to. So my name is Tariq Speed. I am the founder and owner of TS Consultations. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, and I'm now based in Dallas, Texas. I graduated with an associate's degree in cybersecurity technology from Texas State Technical College. I spent over about 5 years in the financial services industry, focusing on taxation, credit repair, and business funding. So, aside from doing taxes, I also specialize in fixing credit and helping upstarting entrepreneurs and business owners get like 5 to 6 figures in funding. So, I also kind of dive in those industries as well. So this is currently my fourth year doing taxes, and this is my second year. I'm actually running my own virtual tax office. So my mission at TS Consultations is to basically empower all my clients through financial literacy, whether it's me helping me maximize their tax refunds, restoring their credit, or securing funding for their businesses. So right now, I'm basically looking to build a team of tax preparers for my new franchise. I'm looking to share the same tools and strategies that I basically have access to that has helped me in the tax industry. So you can also succeed and you can also grow your career as well. So I'm about to kind of just talk about I guess what makes this opportunity so unique. So a few things that does make this opportunity very unique is that it's fully remote, which means you could work from anywhere. You have the flexibility, set your own schedule, which will make it perfect for anyone looking for more freedom and control over their time. Paychecks will go out every week, so it will be based off a weekly pay basis. And then I'll touch on it a little bit more, like towards the end, when I actually talk about the actual benefits that you'll get from the program. But I also, well, you're kind of in the Discord, so you kind of see like an inside scope of it a little bit. But since I haven't assigned you the role yet as a partner of mine, you can't see the rest of the channels. You could probably only see the webinar channel and maybe the welcome channel. But Discord is like the whole hub, my whole communication hub with all my partners, where I do all announcements and any communication, and where you have access to all the recordings of the trainings and all of that. I drop all of that in here, so this is pretty much like our partnership, like a big hub where all the communication goes through. So as far as though on the payroll cycles, I will be announcing all the announcements. I have a separate announcements channel for my tax partners where I'll let you guys know when the payroll cycles are about to end and things of that nature. So, in addition to that, you also have control of your own tax preparation fees here. So, that gives you the availability to set your rates that basically works best for you and your clients. So that's pretty much just a little bit about myself and a brief summary of the job description. Where are you currently? Where do you reside? What state do you reside in? Michigan. Okay, okay, okay. Have you do you have any tax preparation experience at all? If not, that's fine. I'm just asking. Okay, okay, perfect. I like the sound of that. Okay, so I guess just one more thing I'm gonna ask. Like, what brought your attention to this opportunity? Like, what goals might you have in mind as far as joining the team? You good? Take your time. I see you typing. You must be typing a whole paragraph of me. It's all good. Okay. I like the sound of that for sure. I always respect somebody that want to, get out of this system that we're designed to be in as far as working the rest of our lives. So I like that you want to actually, design something from the ground up. So I like the sound of that for sure. And I'm sure and I'm positive that I can help you achieve that with this opportunity that I can provide to you. And then, okay, okay. All right, so I'm pretty much about to uh, kind of dive into what the program will basically help you build and grow. So the Tax Pro Partner Mentorship Program is all about helping you build and grow your own tax business, whether you're starting from scratch or you're just learning how to prepare taxes or you're just looking to take your skills to the next level. So it is designed to help you, equip you with everything that you need, not just for this tax season, but for long-term success as well. And what I mean by that is, currently I am like offering the opportunity for you to become a tax preparer, but you also have bigger opportunity than just being a tax preparer. So like if you are just learning how to do taxes, and we're gonna train you how to do all of that as well. But like if you want to like do the same thing as myself, like start your own virtual office, virtual tax office where you're hiring people to work under you, you have that opportunity as well. So, whenever you're ready to take that next step, whatever the case may be, you might just want to, just get your feet wet right now and just actually learn how to do taxes. And maybe next year you want to try to, go out there in faith and, try to start your own virtual tax office. Because there's nothing hard about it. It's all about you just marketing yourself. That's all it really is. You just got to market yourself. If you kind of got that past, like not being shy, and even if you are shy, like you basically gonna be an entrepreneur, doing this. So it's like if you're not telling your audience what you do, then how else do you really expect to land clients? It's one of those type of things. But we do basically provide you with all the tools and training and strategies that you need, that you will need to basically succeed in this industry. So you pretty much, it's pretty much like we're giving everything to you for the most part. You just gotta like market yourself and stuff like that. And I touch on that a little bit more, but that's what I meant when I said it's bigger than just learning how to do taxes. You'll also be able to start your own tax office if that's something that you wanted to do. So yeah, so it's not just about learning how to prepare taxes. We'll show you how to market your services, attract clients, and then even scale your business to the point of building a team or opening your own, physical brick and mortar tax office, or a virtual one like myself, if that's a goal for you. So pretty much just imagine having the freedom to set your own rates, work with your own clients that you choose, and grow your income as much as you want. That's pretty much what this mentorship program is designed to help you, achieve. So now I do have a few expectations that I want to be transparent about. Um, and I say the same thing every webinar that I do. So I do want to be completely transparent with you, that so there's no surprises or anything like that. So this isn't like a traditional job where you like paid for training or you're assigned clients. Because I did mention this is only like my second year running my own virtual tax office. So with that being said, I don't really have that exposure just yet where I'm just swarmed with clients, where I can just dish them out to my preparers, you know what I mean? So it's like everybody got to start somewhere. So, at least the ideal or vision that I've had was, at least if I know I don't have the clientele or that exposure just yet, where I can just be dishing out clients to my partners and stuff like that, I would do that. But since I'm still kind of up and starting, I can at least share the tools that I know I've at least still been able to make money with, with my tax preparers, and share that with them. You know what I mean? And then you can also, like I mentioned, you could use them same tools and the training and the strategies that I'm going to provide to you once you come aboard and be a partner of mine, where you can also utilize and start your own thing as well. So it could go bigger than just being a tax preparer. You can actually have your own office to the point where you put them on commission. You put your partners on commission agreements, and then it's like you're making money. You're basically making residual income in a way, because as long as they're marketing and landing clients and things of that nature, then you will make money, because they're on commission agreements with you, because you're sharing your tools with them. So it's just like a big umbrella. Like I have a mentor as well. Like I pay, you will meet her. Her name is Miss Tanya, but I pay her to do my trainings. And she's been in the tax industry way longer than I have. She's been in the tax industry for at least like 10 years. But just for the simple fact that I do credit repair. I'm doing business funding. I'm marketing. I'm recruiting. So I don't really like necessarily have the time to do the training. So I at least pay her. I'm on my own little commission agreement with her. Just for her sharing her tools with me and her training with me and doing the training with my partners. So she making money off of me, and then it's basically like I'm getting partners where they're going to be on commission as well, for those is doing and preparing. But like I said, if you also want to take that next step and do the same thing that I'm doing, I do have plans and stuff like that that you can take that route and you can do the same thing I'm doing. You recruit, do interviews, and we'll train you how to do all that, how to post on Indeed, how to post on LinkedIn, to get people interested in what you're offering, so you could get on calls with them, and basically, do the same thing that I'm doing with you tonight. You recruiting for your tax office. You know, say I can put myself out there as much as I have. I like the sound of that. I had two in order to succeed, but the moment I'm home and done with work, okay. Residential income is always a good thing. You're a very busy man, completely understand. Yeah. So yeah, so I like the sound of that for sure. I like the sound of that. So well, okay, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get sidetracked. I'm sorry. So okay, so what I was saying that what I wanted to be transparent about. So I was saying that this I wanted to be completely transparent, so there's no surprises. So this isn't like a traditional job where you're paid for training or assigned clients. Because I am up and starting business, as I was saying. Instead, it's a mentorship program that gives you the tools, the training, and the resources to help you build your own business, and it does require a small investment, but don't be startled because I am about to present you with a limited time opportunity. I actually started like this whole December. I've been letting everybody come on for a $0 down payment. Like I want to say end of November, I was at least having people put down something just because um, it wasn't necessarily about the money. It was more just about it showed me that you was dedicated and you was going to take it seriously because it's a lot of stuff that you get access to throughout the mentorship that and a lot of stuff that's not expensive, like just informational stuff, tools like tax. You'll have your own access to the tax software. Tax software isn't cheap, you know what I mean? So it is a lot of stuff you're getting access to. And at the time I was just having people put down like $50 or something just to show that they were dedicated and willing to invest into themselves. Because I'd rather have 3 to 5 people that's willing to put down $25, $50, at least let me know that they serious and their future than letting 100 people in for free and they just in here soaking up knowledge. When I give out little homework to do in the Discord, nobody's like engaging. You know what I mean? So I was only doing that. I was doing that at first, but then it was just like I got my own goal. I do want to have a certain amount of tax preparers by the time the tax season start. So I just said, I do a little limited time opportunity, and I basically just let those that's interested and serious, that's motivated individuals, come on for no upfront cost. So that's basically the offer. So I'm still go over the small investment so you can still understand everything, but you don't have to worry. You won't have to pay nothing tonight if you do want to join the team. But so yeah, what I was doing was my goal was at least have like 10 to 20 motivated individuals to be a part of my tax team this tax season. So the tools and the resources that we're giving you access to aren't cheap. So however I am offering them to you with no upfront cost, as I mentioned. There is a tuition, which is the small investment that I was talking about, but it's part of the exclusive offer. You won't have to worry about paying anything if you did want to join. It just would be due. Uh-huh. So it'll just be due when like when you first land your first tax clients. So I'm not really even focused on the payment or anything like that. I'm not gonna sweat you about it. My main focus is to make sure you're familiar, working with the tax software. You're educated on what's going on. You're confident with talking to your clients. You marketing. You getting your flyers out there, stuff like that. So I'm not even focused on the payment right now. If you do want to join, after we finish this call tonight, I will send you an invoice, but it's not even gonna say it's due until like December 31st of 2025. So it's pretty much just like it won't be due until you really land your first clients. But that's not what I'm worried about right now. I'm just worried about everybody that's coming aboard. That they're getting familiar, utilizing tax software. They're attending the trainings, stuff like that. So it's pretty much like So I kind of mentioned we give you all the tools and resources and the training that you'll need that you for sure will be able to succeed in this industry with. It's just like you gotta do the little work as far as just marketing yourself. So it's pretty much like um, you start your own tax business, almost similar to like I'm gonna touch on it. I got you. That'd be like the next two segments. I'll tell you how much it is, but it's not much. It's not much, but it's pretty much like planting the seed. It's like um, we're basically planting the seed for you, and we basically like yeah, we pretty much planting the seed for you. All you have to really do is just nurture it. Really, pretty much you just market yourself. It's really just one of them type of things where you make what you make out of it. So we're already kind of like giving you the head start. You just got to finish it by just marketing yourself, and that's really the only work you have to do is just market yourself. But yeah, that's pretty much like what's being offered. And then so pretty much now I'm about to talk about what's included into the program. So everything that be included into the program is comprehensive training. So we'll teach you everything that you need to know about the 2024 tax laws and how to maximize refunds for your clients. The training includes 12 weeks of live Zoom sessions. So we started our Zooms beginning of November. Actually, it was October 28th was the first day of our first Zoom, but it was supposed to have been November to December. So we are still currently doing our Zoom trainings, but any Zoom trainings that you miss, every Zoom training is is recorded. And the Zoom trainings are every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, 7 p.m. Central Time. And yeah, so the training's every Monday, and you are kind of making it. And the reason why I'm stopping the recruiting in December is because I want to be okay, Eastern Time. Okay, so the reason why I'm stopping the recruiting in December is because I still want to be mindful of those that's just coming on, on board and becoming a partner of mine. I feel like that's fair to end the recruiting in December, so at least that could give them some time to get caught up on the trainings, because some of those trainings, I'm not gonna lie, they are like an hour, 2 hours long, but they are trainings that go in depth as far as marketing. Um, like right now, we're currently doing tax scenarios. So the last two trainings, oh, I think the last two trainings, or might have been three. Last three trainings, we started doing our tax scenarios. So me and the rooms are big, like, cause it's my mentor, Miss Tanya. She's doing the trainings, but the rooms are like big, like it's like probably at least like 100 plus viewers that's up in there, because it's like I'm not her only tax partner. She also has like 17 other tax partners as well. So those that like people like my other partners, just like me, that have their own virtual office, them and their team are in those Zoom rooms as well. So that's why the rooms are so big, because it's probably like 18 different tax offices that's attending the trainings, and she's just doing what she do, and we all basically paying her to handle the training and stuff like that. So right now we're currently doing tax scenarios. So pretty much we're logging into our tax software, and as she's going over the little tax scenarios and stuff on Zoom, we just following along and stuff like that. So that's what we currently doing right now. But any trainings that you did miss, you will have access to. I'll show you in a little bit when I share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen and show you a little um a little sneak peek of the tax software. So you will get access to the trainings. As I mentioned, it's 12 weeks of live Zoom sessions running from November to the end of December. So that way you'll be fully prepared when the tax season starts. Another benefit that you'll get being a partner of mine, I share my banking products with you. So we have two different banking partners. We have Santa Barbara and we have Refund Advantage. So pretty much what these banking products will basically do is it will allow your preparation fees to be deducted directly from your client's refunds. So you won't have to worry about like prepping a return and relying on them like scamming you or running off with your money and relying on them to pay you. Nah, your preparation fee gonna automatically come out. They refund off top, so you don't have to worry about that. And then another benefit from the banking products is that you'll be able to offer tax advances to your clients. So a lot of people like to just get those advances, get those loans up front, and don't really want to, and rather not wait for their refund. So the thing about the tax refunds though is, and I'll talk about what a P10 is. It's basically something that you have to get to be able to legally be able to prepare taxes for compensation. It's easy to get. I'll go more in depth about it in the next segment. But basically, you will basically, if this is your first year getting your P10 number, you won't have access to preseason. You won't be able to offer preseason tax advances, which means like you basically wouldn't be able to offer tax advances right now because it's December. But once it actually starts, once the tax season actually starts, you will be able to offer in-season tax advances. You just won't be able to offer preseason tax advances just because your P10 number is still too new. You won't be able to offer preseason tax advances until your P10 number is at least 2 years old. So you will have access to the banking products. Third thing you will have, yep, and the third thing you will have access to is marketing strategies and support. So you will basically, them Zoom trainings, we kind of went in depth in some training as far as some in person and social media marketing strategies. And then you'll also get alongside like 90 days of pre-made marketing content to kind of help you out with not having to brainstorm and stuff like that about what content to post on your social medias, and then you are you familiar with Canva? Have you ever used Canva before? It's a website called Canva. It's an app as well where you make like flyers and stuff. Have you ever used it before? Okay, so we'll actually provide you like templates. Like I have a whole bunch. I'll share my screen a little bit. I'll show you so I'm not bluffing about anything. But I've been investing into my company as well. Buying Canva, tax flyer templates and stuff on Canva. So it's pretty much already done for you. It's just you have to like just get like a nice presentable picture of yourself or something like even the picture of your profile picture right there right now on your Discord. You could use that and just throw it, just like import it into the template. And other than that, you can still edit other little words, add your phone number, your email, and stuff like that to it. So it's pretty much white label for you, and they look very professional already. You just have to throw your picture on there and like your phone number, little other information that you might have to change about it, like the phone number and email, or your social media handles and stuff like that. But you will get access to those flyers. Yep, for sure. Yep, you'll get access to those flyers that help you kind of get a head start on posting, to attract some clients. So you'll get 90 days of pre-made marketing content and Canva flyers to promote your business. And then we'll even train you how to use tools like ChatGPT to basically market yourself effectively. So we'll basically show you how to train ChatGPT to be your marketing assistant, where you could tell it to generate you 30 days of tax informational content, and we'll show you like how to, you know, make it into threads and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you can kind of, you know, engage with your audience. So we will show you how to utilize ChatGPT. So even if you don't know anything about taxes, we'll show you how to. That's fine. We'll even show you how to use ChatGPT to help you, you know, post informational content. You know, say, yep, I use ChatGPT often right now. I'm using it to help me organize a book on. Yep, it's a very helpful tool for sure. So we'll show you how to train it to be your marketing assistant. And then the fourth thing you will have access to is we utilize the tax software TaxSlayer. So we use TaxSlayer. It's one of the industry's leading tax software programs. It's very user friendly. It's perfect for both beginners and experienced preparers. And then in addition to like the hands-on scenarios that we're already currently doing, in December, you'll also basically be practicing data entry, you know, with the software, and then the software does all the calculations for you. So you will learn how to like basically manually do taxes, but for the most part, it's data entry because the tax software probably does like 95% of the work for you. You know, other than the other 5% is pretty much, I mean, like the software does about 95% of the work for you. So all you doing is plugging and chugging the information. I'll show you when I share my screen, but it's a client intake form that you'll have access to once you become a partner of mine. So once you're marketing, you get clients that you know that's interested in you wanting to prepare their returns and stuff this year. You just send them that link, and then I'm gonna add your name in the drop down box, uh, where it's a section that you choose. Like it's gonna say who's your preparer, and then I add your name to the form. So you know that way once it comes through, I know that that client is yours. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I know that client is yours. So for the most part, it's data entry. You just plugging and chugging the information from the tax intake form. The tax intake form pretty much accesses everything that the tax software accesses you. So it's just kind of real simple. It's just plugging and chugging. It's pretty much like very database entry. I mean data entry based, and then say you know be familiar with data entry. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Like you pretty much just taking all the information from the tax intake form and you just plugging into the tax software, and the tax software calculates everything for you. And then I'm gonna share my screen a little bit to show you a little bit how it works. But yeah, you have access to the tax software, and then on top of that, you also have access to the step-by-step tutorial videos. So for the most part, I try to make sure that everything is accessible in two different places. I try to put it in the Discord channel, or you can also find it. You'll have a self-paced tax business course that you'll have access to as well. So I'm actually that's the one I'm about to talk about next. The self-paced tax business course. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but yeah. So you'll have step-by-step tutorial videos for the tax software. It'll show you how to do things as far as like it show you how to do everything. Like it show you how to navigate throughout the tax software, how to import a new client, how to import a W-2, how to add a 1099, how to add a dependent, and very much more. But I'll show you a actual visual so you can see what I'm talking about, because it is very easy to work with. But yeah, so as I was saying though, that what I tried to do was put everything in two different places. So you'll also have a self-paced tax business course that I put together, where pretty much it's like a bunch of like introductory like information in there. So it's nothing that you have to watch or anything like that. For the most part, it's typed out like in the outline. So if you're a reader, you can read it. But for the most part, I got it set up where like an AI is reading it to you. So it's nothing really you have to have like a full undivided attention to watch it, because there's nothing to really watch on the screen. You can really just plug in your headphones, you know what I mean, and just listen to it. But is definitely like some very good information up in there. That's is everything is a lot like introductory based, but for someone that's never been in the tax industry, it could be very beneficial to them. So yeah, you'll gain access to the self-paced tax business course. Um, it's packed with valuable informational content. You won't have to stress about finishing the course or anything before the tax season starts, because a lot of stuff that's inside the tax business course we do cover in the Zoom trainings on Monday. But I still feel like it's something that you should still go through when you get the time. But I wouldn't say it's none that you have to like stress about finishing before the tax season start. If anything, I'm more concerned about you getting caught up on the Zoom trainings. You know what I mean? Because that's where we're doing the tax scenarios and stuff like that. The stuff in the tax business course is just informational content. So whenever you got time, it's self-paced. So whenever you got time, you just go through it, and then when you also finish it, it's like a quiz at the end of each module. So it's probably like a total of like I think 5 quizzes. But after you pass all 5 quizzes, you do get a certificate. So you can post that or add it to your resume, however you want to go about it. But yeah, you will have access to the self-paced tax business course. So yeah, it pretty much cover a lot of introductory information, and then I feel like it's very good for someone that's coming in with no knowledge of taxes, or those that are limited, on some knowledge. They could still learn something new from it. But like I mentioned, it is audio based, so you can just put your headphones in and just listen to it, and in your own time. And then another thing that you'll have access to is the Discord tax partner community. So you're already in here for the most part. I just got to add you as a role to be a partner so you can see the rest of the channels. Um, but yeah, pretty much Discord is the whole team community with all announcements, resource materials, and direct messaging will take place. So it's pretty much our hub for collaboration. Staying informed, and where we all will basically be sharing our success stories at. And then on top of that, you'll have ongoing mentorship. So I'll basically be guiding you every step of the way throughout the tax season, helping you overcome any challenges, to help you succeed. And then last thing you have access to is compliance support. So what I mean by that is you'll basically have a compliance team reviewing every single return that you prepare before it's actually filed and sent out to the IRS. So this is to basically ensure that all returns is going through my company. Is that we're ensuring accuracy. And then as far as mistakes, there's nothing to be scared about. I only got this three strike policy in place just so it can help minimize mistakes. It's not meant to scare anybody or nothing like that. It's just because it is a supportive environment, so it's not to like scare you or anything. It's just to kind of help avoid common mistakes. Just kind of basically help avoid common mistakes from happening over and over again. But other than that, you have the compliance, so you don't have to worry about you being the only one preparing the returns and it's getting sent out to the IRS and you're the only one that's doing it. You at least have, yep, exactly, 2 heads are better than one, exactly. So I actually be looking over it, and I also have enrolled agents that I have on my payroll and stuff as well that can help look over and basically audit those returns before they actually get e-filed. And then on top of that, so since you'll be a preparer, preparers won't be fined for mistakes for the most part. I will, because I basically be the EFIN holder. So basically, me and my team will handle the risk and the compliance responsibilities. So that's basically everything you will get access to throughout this whole program and this whole opportunity that I'm offering. I'm about to speak on, you probably heard me mention the terms P10 and EFIN. So what a P10 is, they're both important pieces as far as in the tax industry. So a P10 is a preparer tax identification number. So pretty much, this is required by the IRS if you want to file taxes and receive compensation legally. If you want to receive any type of compensation for preparing taxes, you will need a PTN. Those acronyms is PTIN. So that means a prepared tax identification number. So yeah, you will need that. As far as getting one of those, it's not hard to get. It's as simple as going on the IRS website. You could just Google IRS PTN, and it'll pop. It'll be like the first Google link, and you'll click it and create an account. All you have to do is pay like a $19.75 fee, and you're good. That's all you need. You don't have to take no. You don't have to take no tests. You don't have to get no certification. It's as simple as you making a small little payment to be able to prepare taxes. For compensation. So as far as a PTN, you just will have to pay that night. You don't pay it to me. You pay it to the IRS. You create an account, and you just have to renew it every single year. So every new tax season, you just have to pay that $19.75 again to renew it for the new tax season. And your PTN is good all the way until December 31st every year. So that's what a PTN is. And then a EFIN is pretty much it's called a electronic filing identification number. So what this does is that it allows tax preparers to basically e-file returns electronically. So those who don't have EFINs, they have to go the snail mail way. Like they have to prepare their clients' returns and mail it out, which takes a long time, especially like when it's tax season. Sometimes it could take weeks for those letters to get in, because you gotta think it's other people that's doing the same thing. So the fact that you having an EFIN, it just makes it quicker for our clients to basically be able to get their refunds. So as far as the EFIN, that's what I'll be taking responsibility of. So my company will basically hold the EFIN for the team, which means we'll be taking on the responsibility and the risk of maintaining compliance, so you don't have to. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say for example, like you're preparing a client's return, and one of your responsibilities is to make sure you get all documentation for your clients when you're intaking them. So let's just say for whatever reason you forgot to get the driver's license or the social security card, right? And let's just say I didn't catch it, or my compliance team didn't catch it. We just, worst case scenario, right? The IRS isn't going to fine you. They're going to fine me because I'm the EFIN holder. You know what I mean? So that's just the type of risk that I'm taking on, being the EFIN holder, which is why I'm about to talk about the investment next. That's the last segment that I'm going to speak about before I share my screen and show you the self-paced tax business course, and before I show you the tax software. But yeah, that's basically what an EFIN is, and that's what a PTN is. And then so now as far as the investment, and the tuition for everything. So for beginners, the tuition is only $149, and I start them off on a 50-50 commission split, just because they don't have any experience. I'm kind of expecting to have to oh yeah, no problem. So I'm kind of expecting to have to hold their hand a little more because they're new to the industry, which is completely fine. It just means you're a little bit more of a risk, but that's why. And there's a commission split for every single. I have a few couple different tiers, but basically the more experience you have, the more you will get out the commission split. So for those that have no experience at all, they'll get started off on a 50-50 revenue split. You pretty much keep half of the revenue for every client that you bring in. And since I'm taking on the risk as the EFIN holder, as a business, I have to charge for my risk. So that's why there's a commission split in general, because I'm having to charge for my risk as a business. For those that at least have 2 to 4 years of experience, tuition is $249, and the commission agreement is 60/40. So they get the bigger number. So they'll make 60% off of each client, and then 40 will come to me. So basically, every tier goes up $100. It's just they get the bigger split. So those that got 4 to 5 years of tax preparing experience, their tuition is $349. And they get a 70/30 split. So just to kind of give you an example to kind of make it a little bit more relatable. All right, let's say for example, you had a client, right, and let's say they had a Schedule C return, a business return, right, and you prepared it, and let's say you got complete control of whatever you want to charge your clients, and even if you're not sure on what you want to charge your clients, I do have a guide that I can provide you once you join the team that you can go off of, and you use those same exact numbers, but we do at least train you to make sure you charge for your worth and you charge for the work that you had to do, so you're not lowballing yourself. We're not saying to be the cheapest, because this is taxes. There are other people that do taxes, so you do have competition, but we're also training you other strategies to help you stand out from a regular tax preparing company like TurboTax or H&R Block. Like, those are data entry based companies only, which means, let's say you have a business, right, and let's just say it's transportation, business. Let's say you had deductions as far as gas, car maintenance, truck maintenance, whatever, right? What I was saying was, I think I was saying, we'll be training you different strategies to stand out from your competition, from like regular like data entry companies like TurboTax and H&R Block, where, like, for example, like H&R Block, if you had a business, right, and let's say it was like in the transportation industry. Let's say you had deductions, you had write-offs for maintenance on your car or maintenance on your truck. You might was trying to write off deductions on gas, stuff like that. You basically They basically wouldn't put that down on your returns unless you told them, like, their data entry only. So what we'll be showing you how to do it to stand out is basically we'll be training you how to ask your, like, basically probe and ask your clients probing questions. So let's say after you, like, do the base, it is data entry because you're gonna be putting all the information in from their forms and stuff that they submit in the client intake form. But after that, you're gonna ask probing questions and stuff like, do you have a business? Like, we're gonna actually train you how to ask probing questions to help maximize their return. You know what I mean? So a lot of regular tax companies aren't doing those type of things. They're data entry only. So if you're not coming up in there with your paperwork, you telling them, you spent money on this, you spent this much, they not gonna put it down. So if you think about it, you're gonna start building rapport with your clients, and they're more 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be recurring clients because they're gonna appreciate that you're helping them maximize their refunds and helping them get back more money, because they could have been filing taxes with TurboTax for the last 10 years, and for the last 10 years they've been missing out on money because they data entry only. You know what I mean? So we train you additional tactics to basically help you stand out from your competition, where if you was to charge a client $800 or $1,500 on a business return or something like that, it wouldn't matter and it'd make sense because you put the work in, and you helping them get more anyway. You know what I mean? So we do train you how to basically probe and ask your clients questions to help them maximize their refunds. So for example, if you was to charge a client $800 for a business return and you was on a 50/50 commission agreement, you would basically keep $400 for that client, and the other $400 I'll receive, my business will receive. since you're on a 50-50 commission agreement. So that's how it basically works. Whatever you decide you want to charge your client for preparing that return, then that's pretty much what you'll make based off of what commission agreement you're on. So that's how it'll work. So making sure they get exactly what they put into their lives. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So so yeah, that's pretty much the tuition. So as there's only $149 since you start off on the beginner tier, the 50-50 agreement. Like I said, I'm not asking for nothing tonight. I'm not asking for nothing right now. I'm just focused on you getting access to everything, getting caught up on the training, getting familiar with working with the tax software, stuff like that, attending the trainings. I just want to make sure you're comfortable as far in marketing, getting your flyers and stuff out there. So I'm just focused on you actually, getting out there, putting your name out there before I'm even concerned about the payment. Like I already know that's gonna come. You're gonna make tenfold of that $149. So as long as you willing to actually put the efforts in and market yourself, there's no reason why you can't make money. With everything that I'm giving you. So that's pretty much the tuition. Um, I'm gonna kind of just go over the offer again. So for this season, I'm offering a special opportunity for the first. I got it worded as the first 10 agents to join with a $0 upfront tuition, but it's really like I'm really only looking to bring in like 10 or 20, and I got about like 8 or 9 right now. So I still probably got about like 11 more spots to go. But my goal is at least have 10 to 20 by the time the tax season starts. So yeah, you pretty much get access to everything that I mentioned to you today. Instead of tuition be deducted from your first few clients, making it easy for you to get started without the financial barrier. However, this opportunity does come with a few expectations. I'm looking for serious and motivated individuals who actually commit to the program. If someone, doesn't like attend trainings or just flat out don't communicate with me in any shape or form, I do understand that people have jobs and stuff too. But it's different if you communicate with me, you tell me like, you got work, or like you communicate with me, you let me know you ain't gonna be able to make the trainings. The training, I'm not gonna say plural, the training or whatever case may be, or something come up, I understand, life be life, and I understand things happen, but just communicate with me. That's all I ask for. I'm not the type that's gonna be all over your shoulder, bugging you, like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna chime in with you from time to time to see how you doing, but if it's just like I'm not hearing from you, like I'm giving out homework in the Discord, like make your social medias public and not private, right? Simple things like that. Because how is your audience supposed to know what you do or what services you're offering if your page is private? Little stuff like that. Or it's just like little homework I might give and stuff like that. But it's just like I don't hear from you. You just seem like you just went ghost. Then I'm pretty much gonna have to like remove you from all the basically remove you from the Discord team community and all access to the team's materials or tax software access. All of that since you didn't pay anyway. You know what I mean? So if you pay to put something down, that's different. I wouldn't really do you like that. But if you didn't pay nothing and it's just like I'm not hearing from you, not engaging with any of the materials or resources or just anything I'm providing, I'm not hearing no feedback from you or nothing, to the point where I feel like I have to bug you, which it shouldn't have to be that way, because you should be wanting to succeed anyway, so, I'm giving you everything. I'm basically giving you the blueprint. You just gotta, implement it, you know what I mean? So it's just one of them type of things, but only reason why I said like you'll get removed from everything is because it could be somebody else that actually want to take this opportunity seriously and actually, cherish it and actually help, their financial situation out. So it's just kind of like a waste of a slot in a way, but I am offering this opportunity to 10 to 20 motivated individuals. Yep. It's reasonable. Exactly. So it's nothing really hard at all. It's just like really the only no's I have been getting is just people who probably don't have the time to market. They're kind of just looking for some work now, but it could be more than that because it's not an hourly wage position, so your income isn't like capped. Like you're in charge of your own preparation fees. You know what I mean? So it's like you could really make however much you want as long as you're marketing yourself and you bringing in clients. It's not like you capped out at an hourly wage, but you still gotta kind of have like that entrepreneurial mindset. So if you're just thinking like, oh, I just need work, like I just need work. Oh, you're not providing the clients. You're not providing the clients. I mean, if I did have that exposure, I would, but I don't have that type of exposure. So I'm just doing the best I can. I'm sharing the resources that I have access to with you, where we all can make money. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those type of things. And then as far as the last thing I'm gonna touch on before I share my screen and show you a little quick insight of the tax business course and the tax software. Just kind of talk about the earning potential. I kind of just said a little bit about it, but yeah, one of the best things about this program is that it's uncapped income potential. So unlike a traditional hourly wage job or tax rolls like TurboTax, H&R Block, you set your own rates, your own preparation fees here, and you basically keep a portion of the revenue for every client. So pretty much the more effort you put in, the more you can earn. Some agents, like I said, this is my second year running my virtual tax office. Last year, I've had clients that never even touched a return before, never even prepared taxes before. And from the time of, January to April, they made, I'm not even gonna just say January to April because taxes don't just end in April. You gotta think, you got people that missed the deadline. You got people that need amendments. You know what I mean? So if they come to you, you still gonna charge them for that type of work. You still putting your time into it. So taxes can really last as long as like October of every year. You know what I mean? So don't think it's just gonna end. It's just gonna be from January to April. Nah, it could definitely go way longer than that because you got people that might not even file taxes in the last 3 years, and they somehow, some way, run into your profile, and they want you to handle that for them, and it's just all type of different scenarios you could run into as far as making money. You got people that need amendments. You got people that didn't make the deadline. You got people who never even filed taxes before. So it's just like you got you got various types of clients that you can interact with to basically make money. It don't just have to be those that just return, they just file every single year and they on time. That's easy. That's the norm. But you can also run into other clients like that I mentioned that might need an amendment. They might have went to another tax preparer that messed their return up and they need you to correct it, or do a they need you to fix it up for them. You know what I mean? Do an amendment on it for them. So you still gonna get paid no matter what because you gonna have your own pricing sheet for every type of task that you have to do, every type of form. I even have it set on the back office as well, where I got a certain amount set that's being charged for every type of form that you have to use. So so it's really three different ways. You can just decide how much you want to charge that client to prepare their return. You could go off the guide I'm gonna give you, or if you want to just go off the rates that I already have on set, like that I already have configured in the back office of the tax software, it's basically like it's gonna add it up for you at the end after you finish preparing it. And it's basically I have a fee for every type of form that you have to use, every type of form. So it's gonna calculate it for you at the end, but you'll be able to change it if you want to. You know what I mean? So it's one of those type of things. I see you typing. So yep, that'd be helpful. Yep. So it's just one of the type of things you put. The more effort you put in, the more you can earn. Like I kind of mentioned, some of my tax agents from last year never even done taxes before, basically made 30K in their first tax season. Just by utilizing the tools that I provided them and actually taking action and implementing, the materials that I basically provided to them. So you could definitely make money, in this industry and what I'm offering you. You just have to, do a little work and just, market yourself, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then so that's basically the whole, that's all the benefits that you get out the program. Um that's what I went over a P10 and the EFIN number, and I went over the earning potential. So now I'm about to share my screen with you, uh, and then just let me know if you can see my screen. I'm about to share it real quick. Boom. All right. I think we had like 50 minutes right now. So I see a blue circle. All right, can you see it now? Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me do something real quick. Get started. Okay. All right. So what you're looking at right now is basically my client relationship manager. So it's basically a CRM. So this is more, you won't have to worry about anything like this because this is more for EFIN holders. So for EFIN holders, that's basically you'll be doing a lot of back office stuff. I'm not gonna lie, like you'll be doing a whole bunch of back office stuff. So the platform that I use is a Go High Level. So basically, you can use this platform to set up, like, you could run funnels through here, you could call people through here, you could text people through here, you can create courses through here, you could set up automations in here. So like how when you booked your seat, right? You know how like you had booked your seat for the webinar, and you was getting those text messages telling you to come to the Discord and stuff like that. That wasn't that wasn't me manually doing it. That was just me, like those were all automations that I set up, like preset text messages and emails that I set up to send out. So you, if you was an EFIN holder, you would get trained on how to use Go High Level and stuff like that. But you won't have to worry about anything like that because it's a lot of back office stuff. But I just wanted to show you what type of stuff you can, other things you would have access to, as far as if you did want to take that next step, as far as being an EFIN holder. If you just want to start out being a preparer right now. So so yeah, so that's that. And then so yeah, let's go high level. So I'm about to show you the course, the self-paced course. Let me go to that real quick. All right, so this is a self-paced tax business course. So it's about like 91 lessons in here. It's gonna keep going up because The Zoom trainings that we do every Monday, this is where I will upload them. I usually have to wait. So we do the trainings Monday night. My mentor, she usually sends us the links to them in our partnership group chat with her on Tuesdays. So I usually try to, at the latest, you probably will see them uploaded by like Tuesday afternoon. You know what I mean? Cause she's in Eastern time as well. I think she's in Atlanta in Georgia. You know, so I'm in Central time, so we are an hour apart. But whenever she sends us the link, I always download it to my computer, and then I upload them into the course. So just give it into. So we have trainings on Monday. You know, you can't make it. Just expect for it to at least be posted sometime Tuesday afternoon inside your course, because you're gonna get your own access to this course where you can access everything. So I'm gonna play like 30 seconds of one of these videos just to kind of show you like what I meant when I was saying that it's audio based. Um, but before I play a video, I'm about to just kind of show you like type of stuff that's in here. So you got a module going over an introduction to tax preparation. You know what is tax preparation, responsibilities of a tax preparer. You know requirements, introduction to tax forms. Uh, Let me see, module two, tax preparer obligation. So it's going in depth about record keeping requirements, identity theft, what an IPPN is, safeguarding taxpayer data, Circular 230, ethics as a being a tax preparer. Got module three, got some lessons kind of give you some help on how to start your own tax company business startup. I mean your own your tax company business setup. So applying for a PT and establishing a virtual office. You know, so I said a lot of this stuff like very introductory based, but it could be very informational to somebody that never even been in the tax industry. Module four is kind of touching on different common tax forms, 1040 forms, Schedule C's, how to fill out Schedule C. You know, it's quizzes at the end of them. So there is not a exact amount of times you could take it. You could take the quiz however many times you want. I only say lock right now because I think I have it where uh, you gotta watch the modules before you could come down to the quiz. So the quiz locked until you watch the modules. Yeah, and the modules only like 2 to 5 minutes long, so they pretty fast. But I'm gonna play like 30 seconds of them. I'm just showing you all the type of information that you have access to. Marketing your tax business. And then I also have it, like I said, I try to post everything in two different places for everybody. So the links to the Canva flyers and stuff, I drop them in here. And I also have a whole separate Discord channel where you can access those links as well. And I'm just show you that I'm not bluffing. There's a bunch of links up in here you can utilize. Canva links. I'm gonna just click a random one right here. All right, there you go. So yeah, so you pretty much come up in here. And we got Zoom trainings that we did that show you that train you and show you how to work with Canva. But you will be in my Discord community as well. So I also have like huddle channels. So if you ever need any like one-on-one help, or if I just want to conduct like a whole group training with my whole team, I just shoot a like a little message in the tax partner channel, and tell everybody to hop in the huddle, and we could like just do like some training. You know, it could either be group training or it could be one on one. You know, but yeah, I can even get with you and show you how to work with Canva and how to make your own flyers. I think my internet acting up. It's kind of lagging. Let me see. Yep. So yeah, you have access to all those Canva links. I'm just trying to make it load real quick so I could click it and show you like it's edit, like you can edit it and stuff. Like you can delete those pictures of the woman that's in there. You can change those words, everything. It's just my internet acting kind of slow right now. Let me see. I had to refresh the page. Let me see if that worked. Okay, there you go. So yeah, you could click their picture. See, delete it. You know what I mean? You could put your picture in there. You could change all these words and everything. You know what I mean? It's already white label for you. You just gotta, you know, put your own little touch to it. You know. So yeah, you'll get access to all these Canva links. And then let me go back. Go back. Alright, so that's the Canva links. And then remember I was telling you about okay, so yeah, that's the Canva links. These are Zoom meetings. I'm gonna play like 10 seconds of one so you can kind of get an idea of the teaching style of my mentor. And then, you know, like I said, I add them every new week. I add it up in here and I put the dates to them as well, so you could kind of have an idea of what you missed. And we did one. Yeah, we did one this past Monday. Now that I'm looking at it, I actually need to upload it. I didn't even upload it yet, and it's already Friday. So I'll do that tonight. I'll do that tonight. But we did do a training on this past Monday. I just didn't upload it yet. But those tax software videos that I was telling you about, I also have them in here as well, and you will also be able to access all these videos in the tax software as well. I'll show you when I show you the tax software, but it's gonna be like on the left side, like the left hand panel. It's like on the left side of the screen. It's gonna be a little panel that say like software training. You could just click that tab and then you can watch these same videos. But I also just took the extra step as far as downloading them and put them in your in the tax course, so you could just have, you know, multiple places to access them. You know, but I'm gonna show you, and then these are just I also got some practice exams that you could do up in here. You could like download the PDFs and just go through them on your own time, and you know, go through the tax software. But these is actually what we're doing currently right now for our tax scenarios. We're just doing the scenarios. But let me go back. So I'm just go down the list. So first I'm gonna just play this whole video right here just so you get an idea of what the audio education is like. So like I said, it's just audio based. I'm gonna just play the whole thing for you. Then I'm gonna go down to play like 30 seconds of one of the Zoom trainings so you get an idea of what the teaching style is like. And then I'll show you like a few seconds of those step-by-step videos of the tax software. Then I actually go to the tax software. I just run through it real quick to just show you a little bit how it works, and then we'll be done. We'll be done. So I'm gonna just play this real quick for you.
Did you know your morning coffee might be taxed multiple times before it hits your cup? Let's dive into the world of taxes in America. Taxation is when the government imposes a financial duty on its citizens. This isn't just a modern thing. It's been around since ancient times. In the early United States, the government relied on user fees for ports and other properties. Fun fact: Thomas Jefferson eliminated direct taxes in 1802. From 1817 to 1861, the federal government didn't collect any domestic income. But during the Civil War, a 3% income tax on high-income individuals made its debut. The game changer? The 16th Amendment in 1913, allowing federal income taxes as a regular revenue source. Today, taxes cover everything from your paycheck to your Nobel Prize winners. Income tax, corporate tax, capital gains, property tax, inheritance tax, and sales tax. They all have a role. So next time you see that deduction on your pay stub, remember, you're contributing to a system that's been evolving for centuries.
So it just kind of give you an idea on how the videos will be. You know, they're not nothing long or nothing like that. Was 1 minute long. Well, there's another one right here. They all like that. Like, it's just like random little photos, but it's AI talking to you, and you just listen to it. And then when you get to the end of the module, you just take the little quiz. You get however many attempts that you need to pass it, and once you pass, I think it's like 4 or 5 quizzes, I think, in total. But once you pass all those quizzes, you will be issued a certificate. And like I said, you could post that, add it to your resume, however you want to, whatever you want to do with it. So yeah, that's one quiz. Module 2 doesn't have a quiz. Module 3, yep, that's 2 quizzes. That's 3 quizzes, 4 quizzes, 5. So yeah, 5 quizzes, and then yeah, you'll get the certificate. And then so that's like the informational videos. These are the Zoom trainers. I'm gonna just do the second to last, most recent one we did. Let me see. And that's not really 6 hours. That was I think my mentor, she needs to cut it or something, because for some reason, like, it was like 3 hours long, but for some reason, I don't think she never ended it or something. So it just kept recording nothing. It was just recording nothing for like 3 hours straight. So I tried to cut it myself and upload it, but for some reason, when I was trying to edit it and cut it to 3 hours, where, like, right where it ended at, it was saying it was too big for me to upload it, but it was letting me upload it as being 6 hours long. I don't know, it was weird. So I just uploaded it 6 hours long. That's why right here in the about the lesson, I kind of put a note in there that it ends at 3 hours and 28 minutes, not 6 hours and 6 minutes. Yeah. She said, "Wow, that's
It is why
for real." I don't know why I did that.
it's on the recording.
But
I see my team ahead. Yes, Kayla, they always show up. So I'm gonna say this. We this is December. This is the second week of December. Okay. Thank you, Christina. This is the second week of December, right? So we have literally approximately 3 to 4 weeks left before tax season officially opens up. Okay. So let's just say 4 weeks for us to get the remaining of our training in. It is so important that you guys show up to these trainings. It is very important that you show up to the trainings. And I appreciate everyone that has shown up to all of the trainings, or at least 95%.
like right now she's just like
Or
talking
faster,
and stuff like
right?
that. But like, let me show you.
Right? That's free promo for other companies, right? We can work with it though, sis. I can find a way for everything. So I just need to tweak it a little bit. But I love the idea because it will definitely get you people to fill out their form. But what I don't want it to get you is for you to spend a lot of time working for free, because that's some things that could take a little time. I just see. I told you, just give me a minute. So what if you did a long video showing how to fill out the FAFSA form? Right? You following me? You do a loon video showing people just you going through filling out that FAFSA form, okay? And you can say, hey, here's a free e-booklet or a free whoop whoop.
So she was basically talking about other things that you can offer aside of just doing their taxes. Like I do credit repair and stuff, so that's something that I can basically offer as additional service or a discount on credit repair, stuff like that. So she was just giving ideas of other ways to basically market your services to land more clients and stuff like that. So yeah, that's Miss Tanya. That's my mentor. She's an angel. Everybody loves her. Everybody loves her teaching style. She don't gatekeep nothing. I had just met Miss Tanya uh, like the beginning of last year. I met Miss Tanya, and she's been a blessing in my life ever since. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody loves Miss Tanya. Yep, exactly. Yep. So that was just that wasn't even our most recent training. That was what was that? Practice return day 2. So probably like I'm sure we was going over the returns. Let me go to it. We was doing a scenario.
You definitely depreciation is the best way to bring down that tax liability quick.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. That's a very good question, though.
So yeah, and that's why it's important to attend these Zoom trainings. Like I said, I understand people do have jobs and stuff like that, but that experience is way different when you actually in those Zoom rooms because you can ask her questions. Cause like I'm sharing like these one of my resources as well. I'm sharing her with y'all. You won't never get the chance to like have her exact, her direct number because she helps run like 7 other tax offices. She's a busy woman herself, but I am in my own tax partnership group chat with her. So anything you might have questions about, like let's say it's something that I can't answer, I don't know the answer to. That's one thing about me. I'm never gonna sit there and lie to you just to get you out my ear. Like if I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you I don't know it, but I'll find the answer to it. If that involves me having to ask Miss Tanya, whatever the case may be, I'm there to answer all your questions. I make myself available for my team. So you won't never like have her direct line to contact her, but when you're in these Zoom trainings, that's your perfect chance to ask her, real life scenario questions or whatever we're doing training on. You ask those questions, but if you're one of them types where you're not even coming to the trainings and you're only relying on the recordings, it's like you can't ask those questions. I mean, yeah, you can still ask them and you can ask me, but it's gonna take a little longer for you to get the answer to it. If it is something I don't know, we're just saying if it's something I don't know the answer to. But if you actually, attend these trainings, you'll have the opportunity to actually ask her questions and stuff like that. That experience can be way different than you just watching recordings. You know what I mean? So, and we be having fun and stuff in there too. Like sometimes we realize like we talking about baby mama, baby daddy scenarios, all type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's way different when you actually in the room and you can, she makes sure that the audience interacts. She has us drop ones, drop twos. Like she making sure that she's not just in the room just talking and, she's making sure that we're engaging with what she's saying and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, all the Zoom trainings would be in the tax course. I drop them in here every single week. So that's the Zoom trainings. Yeah, she's definitely a phenomenal mentor for sure. She definitely is. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. And then let me go to so yeah, you have access to all the Zoom recordings, and then I'm gonna play like one of these tax software trainings. So we're just gonna do W2. We're just gonna do W2 input. And this is the video that the actual tax software company recorded. Like, this is them that actually made the videos. Like, this is not me. This is not my mentor. This is the people who actually made the tax software. So they have it dumbed down where every single, no matter what you need help with, they made a segment of a 2 clip, 3 clip minute video that tells you how to do exactly what you need to do. You don't have to sit there and watch a 3 hour video and jot down the timestamp or nothing like that. Like, everything, all these videos that say what they are, is specifically about that. You know what I mean? So let's just say we doing.
Let's go ahead and add the most commonly used form, the form W2, and we'll walk through this real quick just to show you how this guy works. If it's a married filing joint return, you would need to select who this W2 is for. This is our same head of household return, so we're not having to designate who it's for. As we go through, here is our EIN, or the employee's name. You'd have a drop down here to select between taxpayer or spouse. There is an EIN database that builds as you go. So when you enter in something get recognized, it will complete the rest of the information. Dropping down, we get to our wages. We'll just say 35,000. We'll say we've got, I don't know, 2,500 in withholdings. Moving down, all the boxes are there. They will auto-calculate. If something's different, you can't click into it and change it to match what's on the W2. We have all of our codes in box 12 and box 14. All your California and state-specific sort of retirement stuff. And moving down, we then get to our states. I did this return in Florida because I don't want to do a demo video for whatever 28 states that have state tax. So if you live in a state or you're doing a return for one that has state tax, you would go ahead, pick the state, enter the employer ID. There is the locality name. In some instances, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and the rest, there will be text that pops up down here at the bottom to give you some of the codes or other instructions. You can add up to, I think I've done 15 states on one W2, just testing it out. So if you had multiple states on one W2, click add another state, pick your state, and you're ready to go. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Just like in other forms we've discussed, you have the option for save and enter another if you have multiple W2s to enter. If not, you could continue. The form's going to calculate, give you your AGI, and give you the summary screen to show you what you've entered thus far. Hopefully that makes sense. Thanks for watching. Let's go ahead.
So all the videos. Sorry. So yeah, all the videos are straight to the point like that. So you can access all those videos in your tax, your self-paced tax business course. Or so that was the last thing I was showing you as far as the course. So that was everything that you would basically get in the course. That's where you will go for all the recordings to the Zoom trainings every Monday once I upload them, and then you can also access the Canva flyers there. And then this is the tax software. So I'm about to try to run through this in like 5-10 minutes, and then we should be done. So let me log in real quick. Oh yeah, when we doing our tax scenarios, if you do decide you want to join, we never do them in 2020 because we're still basically in 2023. So we don't play around up in there. And then this is for this upcoming tax season. So whenever we do any scenarios, we always do it in either 2019, 2020, 2021, or 2022. So so like once we doing returns, like let's say we're doing because we're just using a whole bunch of dummy information from scenarios. So let's say we are doing it in 2024. My mentor and her team will have to go in there and delete all those unnecessary returns. So that's why we only play around in one of the older years. So 2022. I kind of did a scenario already before. I'm gonna just click this one. I just want to show you how it navigates and everything. Show you how user friendly it is. It's not like an actual training or anything. We got zooms for that, but I just want to show you at least how the software functions. Alright. So usually when you first start, it's gonna start you off in the basic information section. So it's gonna ask for all the simple information like the taxpayer's name, their birthday, uh, filing status. Well, first off, it's gonna ask you for the filing status. So you could just click the filing status based off of what they put in your client intake form, um, or you can use this filing status wizard. Let me see. And you just answer like these yes or no questions and stuff. So I'm about to just put some random information. So I just put some random information in there, and it determined that my filing status was married. Of course, you will actually read what it was saying, but it actually tell you what your filing status is based off of those questions. If you wanted to use the filing status wizard, so yeah, so you'll pick your status, and then you just hit save or next. And it's gonna ask for the taxpayer name, their social. Like I said, you're getting all this information from the client intake form. And actually, let me show you what that looks like right now. Uh, Actually, I got faster way. Alright, there you go, there you go. Become a partner of mine, so that way you just provide this link to your clients, and then this how it'll look. Like I said, it basically asks you for everything that the tax software is gonna ask you. And once you become a partner, I actually gonna edit the form, and I actually add your name in here. So there's everybody's name that's partners of mine right now. But if you do decide you want to join, I actually edit the form and add your name in there. So when you get your own clients, they'll, obviously, go in there and click your name since you're their preparer, and they'll just fill out the whole form. Ask you spouse information, dependent information. Ask them to submit their 1098T forms, their ID, social security cards. So it literally asks all that for W-2s. You know what I mean? So it literally asks for everything. So once they upload it, and their banking information. So once they upload it, I'll know that client is for you, because it's gonna say that you're their preparer, because they're supposed to choose your name. So I'm gonna get a notification through my CRM and then I'm basically just gonna download it as a PDF, and I'll probably just send it to you on Discord or something like that, and then you'll have it for your own records, and then you could just kind of pull it up, and do your little side by side, however you want to, pull it up on your computer, and just do the data entry into the tax software. So you'll use this form. This is where you get all your information off of, and then we go back. So yeah, that's where you get all this information from. So whatever is on that tax intake form, that's what you put exactly on here. Let's just say we done with that. We're gonna hit continue. It asks for if they got an IP pin. You'll put it down there. If they got dependents, you'll just hit begin, and you'll put in dependent information. And then you just hit continue. Whatever information you have, you just do continue after you get done putting it in. And then another good benefit about this software, let's say you start becoming familiar with the forms and stuff like that, you don't have to click continue, because it's going to walk you through, because what we just did, basic information. Then after you finish basic information, it's going to do federal sections. So that's where you put all the income, deductions, other taxes, payments and estimates, miscellaneous forms. All of that is all under federal section. So if you don't want to having to keep hitting continue to go down to the next section, you come up here, and let's say you just already know, you familiar, you get to know, you start knowing what the names of the forms are. You can just come up here and type it in. So let's just say we're going to do Schedule C or Schedule B. Let's say Schedule B. You just type it in, you could click it, and it'll automatically take you where you need to go, and whatever section in the federal section, it already knows where to take you to fill out that Schedule B. So it knows Schedule B is the interest and dividends. So you just come over here, hit add interest, and then you should know this information because your client should already have all these forms from the IRS. They should already have. So you should be able to know if it's a 1099 INT or a 1099, DIV or whatever, So based off of what they submitted in your tax intake form, that's what you click, and then you hit continue. And you should have the actual picture or PDF of the actual form. So you just data entry again. You just put in the information off that 1099 INT. And then once you put in the information and stuff, once you hit continue, you could look over here on the side where it say AGI and federal. So every little piece of information that you put in, it already knows, based off the filing status, it knows how to tax it based off the tax bracket of the filing status. So it's real time. So every little small addition that you add in data entry is going to change these numbers right here on the right. So I'm going to show you an example real quick. I'm going to go to W2. I'm gonna go W2. I'm gonna change it from 60,000 and just make it say I don't know. I'm gonna make it say something else, and we're just gonna watch the numbers change. But let's go change it to something to look better than that. I'm gonna say 42,000. Hopefully that'll look better. Yeah, so that's way better. So yeah, they federal $3,000 and $3,505. And then you basically just go through everything. You're gonna keep on clicking continue to go through the incomes. So they had 1099, Schedule B's, anything like that. Schedule C, Schedule E, Schedule F. You'll just come in and hit begin, and you'll put in that data entry information. If there's nothing else you have to fill out in that section, you just hit continue. You could click continue, or you could use this tab on the left side and just click on what you want to go to. So it took me to deductions. So they had deductions or any credits. You want to see they qualify for any credits. The software will tell you at the end if they qualify for a credit or not. But you can also click the credit section and yeah, educational credits, foreign tax credits, child and dependent care credit. If they had daycare expenses or anything for the dependent. You know, you come in there and put that information in there, and you should have all those forms. You know what I mean? Because they should have been issued them by the IRS. And then you basically just click continue. Let's say there's nothing else we had to fill out. You just click continue. I'm gonna just continue all the way to the end, so we kind of wrap it up. So then deductions, more deductions, standard deductions, or if they want to do itemized deductions. So whatever pertains to them, you just go in there and click begin. If we don't got nothing else, just hit continue all the way till you get to the end. So other taxes, asking for other taxes. We don't got none of that. We just gonna hit continue. Okay. Okay, I got you. So payments and estimates, we don't got none of that. Just continue. Well, it's gonna take us to miscellaneous forms after you hit continue. Trying to hurry up and wrap this up real quick. And then, you know, it said we didn't have none of that. You just hit continue. It's gonna ask you if they receive any type of health insurance through their employer. You just say yes or no. For right now, we just gonna say no. Come on. Yeah. So 1095A, they supposed to receive this if they got insurance, health insurance through their employer. So we're just gonna say no. You know, click continue, and then it's gonna ask you. Trying to see, do it show the. So yeah, it tell you it's done. You know, you need to add a state return, and you forgot to. You can do it right here. If not, you know, say you're just dealing with a state that don't have state taxes. You just hit continue the summary, and that is about to prepare the returns for you. No problem, no problem. So so yeah, it put everything in there for you. You know, you just do the data entry and it takes care of the forms for you. So you got the filing status, the name, the age, the birthday, you know, the address, state, zip code, everything you put in the data entry, it automatically knows where to put it on the forms. It even do the calculations and stuff for you. Like if you was doing the returns manually, you have to follow what every single one of these lines say. So you don't have to worry about doing that because, you know, it's doing it for you. And then, yep, so that was page one of the schedule. I mean, that was page one of the 1040. And then this is page two of the 1040. And then, this is schedule one, page one. We didn't put nothing, no information in there. That's why everything say 0. This page two of the schedule one. We didn't put nothing in those sections, so that's why everything say 0. Like same thing for the schedule 2. We didn't put no information in there, so everything say 0. But if we did, it would calculate everything like it did for page 1 for the 1040. Because we only put a W2 in there, so that's the only like part of the return that's gonna have some type of numbers calculated on the 1040. Schedule C, we didn't put no deductions or additional credits or none in this scenario, so that's why everything's 0. But if we did, it will calculate everything for you. So it'll do the whole return for you, and then you would just hit continue, calculate everything for you. So it'll do the whole return for you, and then you would just hit continue. And then what I like about this software is that it'll tell you if you messed up somewhere. Like, I'm gonna show you. it'll tell you like if you messed up somewhere, and it'll tell you to go back and fix it. Like for example, like if I didn't answer the question where it was asking um, if they had health insurance through their employer, it would have told me I had to go back and answer that question before I can finish preparing a return. So basically, after you finish preparing the return and everything, you'll pick if they want direct deposit, paper check, or whatever, you know. And then you'll have your own PIN that you will give me when I make your tax software access. You'll put your email in there, and then let me see. Let me just put in something random. Let me just do that. So this scenario is telling us that they supposed to get back $3,505, and then this is what I was talking about. Based off of I got my own custom rates that I have on the back office of the return. You know what I mean? So it would the system based off of all the forms that we use for this scenario, it was telling me to charge the client $365. But if you feel like you want to charge more than that, you can make it 500 or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. It's probably something I gotta go look at in the back office. But yeah, you'll be able to change that number if you wanted to. But off rip, it'll automatically charge whatever form that I have in the configurations in the back office. You know what I mean? And then that's basically how it works. So that's basically tax software. Really like 3 steps you gotta take to get started. So the first step would be me sending you over your commission agreement. There's no rush on filling that out. You go over, read it. I promise you, there's none up in there for me to hide. You can go through it and read it. But once you actually sign that, you already got the link to the Discord, so you pretty much already in the community. I just gotta assign you as a role as a partner, but I won't do that until you actually sign your commission agreement. So step one will basically be you signing your commission agreement, and then I'll give you the tax partner role on Discord so you can see the rest of the channels. You could be in the channel with the rest of my tax partners and stuff like that, and then you will get your access to the self-paced tax business course. You'll actually get the link to that automatically. I got an automation set up where it'll send you your link to log in after you sign your commission agreement. So that's gonna come to you automatically. Just when I get the notification to say that you signed your commission agreement, that's why I add you as a partner so you can see the rest of the channels in the Discord. And then that's step 2. And then step 3 is I'll basically start working on putting together your tax software access. So in order to do that right now, like if you don't have the funds right now to get your P10, that's fine. I could still at least like make a temporary login access for like training purposes only. So that way you can follow along in the trainings while we still doing our scenarios every Monday, and you could be able to follow along. Just know by the time the tax season actually start, you will have to actually have that P10 number because you can't by law you can't prepare taxes for compensation without that number. So I can at least make you like I can still make your access and just make it like for training only, just so you can be able to follow along during the trainings. So that's step 3, and then step 4 basically just me getting like I'll send you the link to it, but basically just getting all your like direct deposit information and stuff so I can get you in my payroll system. So when the tax season actually start and you bringing in clients and you preparing returns, I know where to send your money to, via direct deposit. And then other than that, that's the only 4 steps as far as getting started. And I see that you said that you're definitely already interested. So if you wanted to, it's as easy as a click of a button. I could just send it to you right now while we still on the call, and You don't have to fill it out right now. Just whenever I know when you fill it out because it'll send me a notification. But I could at least just send it to you so you can already have it, and whenever you want to, you could go over the agreement and just read over everything. And you can still tell me. Just hit me up on here and tell me you signed it. But I'll know you signed it because I get a notification on my phone. But those are steps as far as getting started, and that's everything I had to offer. You had any questions about anything? I just reached back out to you in the morning just to follow up with you. Well, other than that, that's all I had to offer. That's the whole tax mentorship program. And you have a blessed night. Good night.